Newly released documents regarding the 2016 murder of DNC staffer Seth Rich have surfaced thanks to attorney Ty Clevenger battling the FBI's stonewalling for nearly a decade through FOIA requests. Now a government lawyer has promised confirmation of several hundred pages of Seth Rich-related documents that were unearthed in a previously hidden, unmapped, and sealed SCIF room. This discovery, like the burn bags of classified files linked to the Crossfire Hurricane operation, exposes a deliberate concealment at the highest levels.
Sadly, we found a room locked away in the Hoover building that contained burn bags. And just for your audience, Sean, a burn bag is a government bag that is specifically created to destroy classified evidence and shred and burn it. Hence the name burn bag. We didn't find one, we found 7. That wasn't the only thing we found in there. We found hard drives from our predecessors and prior FBI leadership. And folks like Page, Strzok, Comey, McCabe, Comey, the list goes on from Russiagate. The names were strewn all over these materials.
Frankly, the FBI should be ashamed of themselves, and so should the Department of Justice.
On July 10th, 2016, Seth Rich was gunned down in a so-called botched robbery in Bloomingdale, D.C. Rich's wallet, phone, and valuables untouched. 2 bullets in his back. The FBI initially claimed zero involvement, no records, handing it off to local police. But then, years later, they admitted holding thousands of pages, Rich's work laptop, images of his personal device, and more.
Do you even know what you're sitting on?
WikiLeaks never sits on material. Whistleblowers go to significant efforts to get us material, and often very significant risks. There's a 27-year-old works for the DNC who was shot in the back, murdered just 2 weeks ago for unknown reasons as he was walking down the street in Washington. So
that was just a robbery, I believe, wasn't it?
No, there's no finding. So
what are you suggesting? What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that our sources take risks, and they become concerned to see things occurring like that.
But was he one of your sources then? I mean,
we don't comment on who our sources are.
But why make the suggestion about a young guy being shot in the streets of Washington?
Because we have to understand how high the stakes are in the United States.
With fresh court motions as recent as June 2026, highlighting ongoing violations of orders to release. Now, this secret vault, uncovered amid 2025 sweeps of the Hoover building, suggests high-level actors had everything to hide. Was the botched robbery narrative simply a convenient lie to bury deeper truths about DNC leaks, WikiLeaks, and the Russia hoax machinery?
Now, some believe that Rich's laptop had been confiscated by federal agents and that the key data had never been released to the public. Others allege that the case had been deliberately buried to prevent exposure of a larger scandal involving voter fraud and party corruption or illegal intel operations. And the conspiracy theory, as we say, persisted, in part because it was never given a definitive open and shut answer, only dismissals by institutions that many Americans no longer trust.
This is the cybersecurity unit at DHS. So they have to contextualize their censorship operations as being cyber-related somehow. So instead of just calling it First Amendment violating government censorship, they say, no, it's just borrowing from the cyber kill chain model, which just serves as an inspiration for this framework. So it's cybersecurity.
This latest discovery has caught the deep state completely off guard. Their playbook in real time, erasing trails, gaslighting the public, and weaponizing disinformation labels to silence questions. Will these pages finally expose the truth, or will more burn bags and sealed vaults bury it all again? John Bound reporting for the Alex Jones Network at alexjoneslive.com.
There's a lot of hype in the world, a lot of talk. But when you look at what we've done together, exposing the globalists and launching a worldwide populist movement against their tyranny together, it's insane. That's why they've come after us. And that's why they demonize America. The globalist transhumanists wanted to destroy the idea of a free market, open, free society, the American system that became the apple of the world's eye. They want you to think all the tyranny is because of the American Republic. No, it's because of the globalists that have taken it over. They are the ones that want to break our will. And that's why it's so important to not take a knee during the national anthem. That's why it's so important to be proud of the good things in America. Private property, the right to self-defense, the right to own your own business and live your own life and worship the God you choose or not worship God. And that's what we've stood for so long. And now at AlexJonesLive.com, relaunching the new network, everything we're doing, it's so important to understand the enemy wants you to hate America. They want you to blame America for the problems and the things we witness. No, it's the left. It's the globalists, it's the transhumanists, it's the UN, it's the WF, it's the neocons, it's the warmongering rhinos. And that's why they hate what we're doing at AlexJonesLive.com. That's why to celebrate the 250th anniversary of this great republic, we're launching the biggest sale in the history of the AlexJonesStore.com. Up to 60% off on the supplements. Buy one, get one free on all the best sellers. 50% off on Patriot Apparel, and it finances the Second American Revolution worldwide. We've done so much together, but I'm here to tell you, the greatest days of the information war, using the truth against the liars, are just now arriving. Humanity and the Great Awakening, the fourth turning, is here. Their COVID lockdowns were openly designed, they admitted, to train us to be prisoners in our own homes, to work from home, to consult our smartphone before we can leave our house. But it backfired, and they've lost all the trust. And so that's why we got to press the attack right now and celebrate America's 250th anniversary, because it's an idea they fear. It's 1776 worldwide. Their transhumanist globalist death cult cannot operate worldwide if people remember America and remember the freedom. And it can rise like a phoenix again, and it is rising like a phoenix again. And that's why I'm celebrating this 250th anniversary with so much pride and honor for our ancestors and our veterans and all of you today that have stood against the globalist tyrants. I salute you, and that's why this anniversary is so incredibly critical, because the threat we face today is greater than the threat our forebears faced in 1776, July 4th. But we have more people awake, and we have technology as well, and that's why the globalists are in so much trouble. We defeated King George III 250 years ago, and we will defeat the globalists today, thanks to your action. So please support our operations now as we stand together and get incredible supplements that will empower you and enrich your life, and great Patriot Apparel to spread the word and keep us on air and celebrate America's 250th together at theAlexJonesStore.com.